Questions. What up? What up? What up? What up? It's Friday night. Friday night. Sip, sip, and chat. Sip, sip, and I guess it is sip, sip, and chat. Cause Daryl don't sip. He takes
I mean,
drugs.
you can drink water. You can sip on juice. You
No,
can sip on
juice is not.
anything.
Well, some juices are spicy, but your juices are never spicy. But you be with rowdy people and non-spicy juice.
We're not going to do that. We're not going to do that. We are
We're
not
not
going to
gonna
talk
do
about the
that.
people I'm with. We're not
All
going to
right,
talk about the people I'm with.
today, maybe another day.
Right.
All right. Well, good evening. Happy Friday night. It is the Sip and Chat crew coming to you live and direct on a Friday evening. And I guess we're gonna do our check-in. How we feeling? How we feeling, Doc? What you sipping?
I am good, and what am I sipping on? Something over there.
That
Ah,
ain't too far away.
it is kinda. So I have some water, and I have a glass of wine.
Okay.
My favorite red wine.
Okay, red wine. They say red wine is healthy for you.
Yes, they do. Yes,
Red wine is what?
it's healthy for you.
In
Oh,
moderation.
okay.
Yes,
Well, it's
everything
healthy
in
in
moderation.
the red size glass, not the big glasses that some people have.
What?
What? We both
It's
like
health.
what?
It's healthy in the 8 ounce, the regular prescribed amount.
I have a small glass today.
And look how full it is.
It is. This is not even 8 ounces.
mm,
It's
You
not.
said
It's
he
not.
can't tell. He can't
This is
tell.
not even
I can't.
8 ounces.
But
I can't
Doc,
tell.
why
How
you
much did you
debating with
drink?
him and he be
I
at the
know.
jug? Like,
I know.
really?
I know. I don't know
He
why.
at the jug.
But
I got
that's what I
my nice
had
little
tonight.
green tea
Okay.
in my cruising cup, but in my green
Uh,
tea.
oh, nice.
Yeah, there's no cruising in there.
What is cruising?
Oh, oh, right. I forgot. Cruising is in the family of rum from the Caribbean
Okay.
island. Right.
Okay. Okay. Cool. Okay, I learned
So
something
what
today.
so if you was to travel to the Caribbean, would you take a sample of something there?
No, I don't take a sample here. Well, I'm gonna take a sample there for. I'm
Cause
definitely
it
not
would
gonna
be
go somewhere
exotic.
else. Yeah, I'm definitely not gonna go anywhere else and get butt naked because I'm drunk off a sip.
I'm sure
I'm
somebody
good.
got something that'll make you butt naked anyway.
That's, but I'll know what I'm doing. I don't want to be butt naked because I'm inebriated.
Doc, you see the look I'm giving him.
I do.
So Daryl,
Yeah.
how are you? Happy Friday.
Happy Friday to everyone. I'm doing well.
How was your week?
Good week. Had a good week. It was a very good week. Just relaxed. Very relaxing week. So I'm refreshed. Ready for the
Okay,
weekend.
refreshed. Okay,
Nice.
refreshed. So I guess we're gonna jump into like current events. We don't have our current event resident expert with us just yet. So what?
Kind. The one thing that I wanted to talk about was the girl that's missing in New Jersey. Just to put it out there. Just her name is
Not
Josiah.
familiar.
Josiah Moore, 14 years old, missing from East Orange. She went to a poppy store to get something for the household, groceries or something, and came back home, but she didn't have the EBT card. Told her mom she lost it. Her mom sent her back out, telling her to trace her steps, and hasn't been seen since. It's three
Oh,
days. Yeah.
that's
And the
that's terrible.
surveillance video at the poppy store shows her going into the store with some man who paid for the groceries the first
Mm.
time, which means when she got home she got away from him. If it's him,
So why she go back out?
her mom
Her
told
mom
her
made her.
to. Her mom told her to go look for her EBT card.
She wanted the car more than her baby.
So they don't know, if the man paying for the groceries has anything to do with her disappearance. It was also reported that she's been called to testify in a domestic violence case against her estranged stepfather.
The girl.
The girl.
So it might be a
Yes.
setup on why she missing.
Yeah, it might be, but the DA is saying they don't. The two aren't related, but I'm wondering how they know that.
Right.
He's a police officer too, mind you.
So this young girl is 11 years old, 16 years old from North Jersey.
Let me make sure I get it right.
Missing.
14. I'm sorry. She's 14.
She's missing from, where'd you say Orange? One of them
East Orange, New Jersey.
Yeah, we need to figure out where she's at because it's not safe for her to be outside. I know Powerhouse was this weekend, right? Last weekend of Halloween. I think so.
Okay.
It's usually that weekend. Okay. And I remember Halloween morning, it was like 7 a.m. It was a group of girls on Shelton Avenue. And I'm like, where y'all coming from at 7 a.m.? And where's the adult that was supposed to be or identified to make sure that they knew where you were? Yeah, like it just was weird. I mean, it could be nothing to do with Powerhouse per se. It could be mischief night activities that just carried over, but it was just strange that it was like 8 of them at 7 a.m. That's odd.
Yeah, that bothers me. That bothers me that I personally think we don't protect our girls enough. I remember when my daughter was a teenager.
Never snuck out before.
I mean, of course.
We didn't say that, Daryl. That we didn't.
Right, of course that happens.
Well, people said, someone said, where was the parent? I think.
But it's 8 girls. It's 8 girls. All 8 of them snuck out. Somebody probably had a sleepover.
I'm staying at Mary's house. I'm staying at Carissa's house. I'm staying at LaJulia's house, and we all just. It happens. Like, so we know kids, do things. So I mean, I understand how it can happen.
Okay, so let's engineer that backwards though. When you say you staying at Mary's house or you staying at, I'm gonna say Carrie's house, the parent does come involved because the parent should be reaching out to that other parent to say, is XYZ happening? What's the plan? What you need?
So we all could be at Mary's house, and when Mary's mom go to sleep, we all sneak out. I mean, it can happen. There's no such thing as 24 hours. There's no such thing as 24-hour supervision. It's not a thing, right? So especially if your mom goes to sleep.
Yeah, but should that be the night that the parent gave permission for? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, it's fine. Go ahead.
I'm thinking like if you gave permission for your teens to have a sleepover party, whatever, wouldn't that be the night that you just know that you're not getting no sleep?
Well, again, so as a teenager, are we watching every move they make all night long? If you think, I mean, you could, okay, we could say yes, but if your teens, the girls in the room, you're not going to, even if you sit up all night, doesn't mean you're not going to hear them go out the window or see them. You know what I mean? So they still can get out. I'm just saying, it can happen. So it
can happen. I had a recent parent.
It can happen. But I'm talking about in general. When my daughter was a teenager, she went to a party. And when I went to get her, there was another teenage girl that was a classmate who was getting ready to get on the bus. Mm-hmm. You were talking about 1 o'clock in the morning? Mm-hmm. I'm like, where are you going? You don't have anybody to come pick you up? No, my mom said I gotta get home on the bus. I was like, no, we have to drop
in the car. Right.
Yeah, because I can't in good conscience let some little girl get on the bus at 1 o'clock in the morning.
Right.
And what is wrong with her mother was what I was thinking.
Right.
What's wrong with her mother? Even if I had to get on the bus to go get her myself and take the bus back with her, that's what I would have done.
Or she just couldn't go to the party.
Yes, how about that?
Because that was the answer. If my mom couldn't drop me off, I couldn't go. Mm-hmm. And I knew my mom was sneaky. So if I was gonna dip off, I knew I had to dip back in before she come with her little pop up earlier than planned.
Right.
I mean, I learned that she was sneaky.
Right. Yeah, it takes some time to get.
It takes some time. I ain't just come out the box knowing that she had these antics. I was like, yeah, I'm going to the party. She walked in the party. Where is the light? Where is the chaperones? Where is the adults? And then went upstairs and talked to them for like a good hour. I'm like, well, she gotta leave because I gotta go around the corner and go around the corner.
That's another.
And that's the stuff your kids should be expecting. Like my daughter, no, I will pop up.
Right.
If you're supposed to be somewhere, I'm popping up.
Right.
That's trauma in itself.
It might be, but it worked. He said it's trauma in itself.
It works.
So in learning from my trauma, I learned that, okay, she's going to go. She's going to be there for an hour. So let me go to the party somewhat on time so that she can have her hour to talk to the people. And I'm cool with that. Then when she dip out, I give her time to drive away. And then I dip out.
When I dip, you dip, we dip.
Yeah, we dip.
And when I see you walking at night, I'm like, what's wrong with her mom? Where her parents at?
Yep.
We're passing judgment on something when the kid is just they learn their parent and they know how to circumvent their rules and get a work around them. So.
That's the whole definition of being a teenager, though. Like you try to circumvent whatever structure is put in place.
Yes, absolutely. For sure.
And you saw eight of them. You saw 8 of them after
I did. And I really wanted to make a U-turn and ask a whole bunch of questions, but I didn't, you don't know if they got weapons or nothing like that.
Absolutely.
So.
Absolutely.
Yeah, for sure.
Hey, mind your business, shorty.
Which is sad too. Which is
probably shorty won't be the end of that sentence. Probably like, mind your business, B.
Right. You old lady. Like, old lady, go ahead with yourself.
Right.
Like, yes, but it just set in my spirit like for the whole day. So I had talked to Tanya the other day and she shared this situation. Hey Tanya. She had shared this situation about a 72-year-old woman was found hanging in a tree in Annapolis.
Wow.
I didn't even hear about that.
I didn't either. But that's the problem. Like these things, even the girl in North, we don't hear about it, but the one white girl who went missing, they went
all in. Every little 2 minutes, it was a report.
And even him, they shut the world down to find him. So it's just.
Did they ever find him?
Sad.
They found remains, right?
I think they did. They had to use his teeth or something to find them. Yeah, they did. I think they did. I didn't follow it because.
Yeah.
Right. The disparities, and then they say we make this stuff up. We don't make this stuff up.
Absolutely.
And
right.
Although people of color do choose death by suicide, they don't use the method of hanging from a tree.
No. And I mean, it's just in a 70-year-old.
That's a whole nother conversation.
Right. Whereas the chair, you would know if they kind of did it at 72, right? But and I don't know. It's just, like I said, it's just not the disparity in reporting. Investigation, the coverage of it, all that is just.
Yes.
That's interesting. It's real interesting.
Did you hear the story of the shootout at the Cancun resort?
What?
Yes, they said the cartels came in blazing, and the hotel was full of American tourists, vacationers.
So wait. Rewind.
At the resort now.
At the resort in Cancun, where everybody seems to want to go.
Right. A client was just telling me how they were excited because they going to Cancun in a couple weeks.
I bet they changed their plans now.
Did it say? I'm not asking you to say it, but did it say what the name of the resort was?
It does. Yes, it does.
Wow. Wow.
They had to usher all the patrons. They had them come downstairs and put them into some room in the back.
What, shelter in place?
Yes.
But the cartels was in there with their situations. What we sheltering in place?
I guess they were trying to prevent kidnappings or something, because you could,
Yeah, we're
if it's a
high
shootout, you don't know what else is going to happen if they're
But
shooting out.
the price tag on us is
Anybody
always
get
high.
well, my question, it's a shootout, meaning was it a shootout like they were shooting at, shooting back and
They were
forth at each
shooting
other?
at someone in particular. They said 2 people got killed. None of the tourists were killed, but 2 people got killed.
So were those 2 people, was someone shooting back is my question.
Well, they call, let me see. You know what? Let me.
Right. Or was it
But okay,
they just ran down and murdered
this
somebody?
headline that I'm looking at says shootout between alleged cartels sends guests scrambling.
Oh, so the cartel was fighting each other. I guess.
That's what they're saying.
Was the cartel on vacation at the resort?
They might have been. They might have been. They ordered their own plane to come bring in with the ammo.
They might have thought if I run and go by this resort, maybe they won't shoot. Who know? You don't know what they were thinking.
Oh, got you. Yeah, right. Okay. It's very interesting how to get to the resort. But there goes that resort. Ain't nobody there.
Right? Because what kind of damage control can they do? And This is their high travel season. What kind of damage control could they do to make somebody else feel safe to come
safe? Right.
You couldn't even give a room away at that point. We're giving away free rooms. We're good. Each room comes with a bulletproof vest.
Not a bullet vest.
Right.
At this point, they might as well hang it up. That resort is done.
Yeah.
Now, what's to say it won't travel to a different resort? I mean, because there's different travel destinations that are getting high profile, people saying, I'm tired of being stuck in a house. I'm going somewhere.
And I don't want to go on the vacation. You have a whole bunch of armed guards around the pool. I'm good with that too. Right? It's hard to relax when they got machine guns by the pool.
Right, because then you left your environment that may be adjacent to that type of community that now, that you trying to get a vacation, like from everything.
Right. Or you left an environment that had nothing to do with that, and now you're vacationing in that environment.
Right, yes. Right. Or you leave an environment,
you leave a shootout.
Yeah, or you leave an environment like Philly where they shooting out, and then you go there and get re-traumatized by a shootout.
Well, it'd be normal. They're like, it's dark, and it'll be over soon.
Really, that's how you feel about Philly?
Me, I don't agree necessarily, but no, I agree. I watch the news. I used to watch it.
But the news have a slanted situation on everything.
Well, it's slanted, but it's still true. When they say 20 people got shot, 20 people did get shot. So we can go with the fact of they got shot. They may not report the other things, but they're going to report what happened to us, which is most important because usually I'm going to be in areas where it's us. So I need to know what areas are hot.
So let me read you this quote. Guests are telling me they were playing volleyball on the beach. Gunmen approached firing.
Ooh. It shot me.
So wait, they was in the aim of firing while playing volleyball?
Volleyball on the beach. They said that
fun activity too on the beach.
Huh?
I said that could be a fun activity on the beach.
Dodging bullets?
No. The volleyball part, not the bullet part.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
It went from volleyball to Squid Game.
Right.
They said that 15 attackers arrived by boat wearing ski masks, and they left the scene by boat.
What?
It's so much more to the story that you don't know.
Of course.
Right.
Because they pulled up. If you pulling up by boat, you know what you're going for, right? You kind of know what you're doing.
Yeah, like the target is already known. The location of the target is known, and you don't care. You don't have a sense of empathy for anybody around that target.
But it don't make sense. Cause if I see a boat coming up and I'm like cartel adjacent, I know what's going on. I see this boat coming up. I'm
I
kind of
love that
knowing.
word.
Yeah, right. I kind of know this boat is trouble. I'm not gonna stay on the beach and wait till you get off. Like you can't just jump off the boat. You gotta kind of come up close enough.
Why do people stay in the house when they hear the house talking?
Is that an inside joke?
What's the house talking? That's what you want to know,
Yeah,
Daryl.
I'm thinking about scary movies. Why do people stay?
Well, no. Got it.
Yes.
Look. I think they're ski masks. Why are ski masks on? It's hot out here.
Right.
Yes.
Right. Looks like they have guns.
I don't need to know why they got ski masks on. They got ski masks on. Let me go the other way.
Yes.
When I see them coming up, I hear the boat and I see these men with, because it can't be
the boat is coming aggressively.
Right, and it can't be a big boat. It has to be a boat because to get close enough, it can't be big because it won't make it up to the shore. Right. So it has to be, a smaller boat where you see the people. I see you. I see you all dressed in whatever those people dress to kill people. I see the outfit. Okay. I'm going.
And you see the ski mask and the guns.
Right. Like, so that's what I'm saying. I don't know. This might have been an attack on the resort. They didn't pay their dues to keep people safe.
They didn't pay their fees.
You didn't pay
their protection fee.
You didn't pay your protection, so we're gonna come let loose and shoot at everybody.
That's so crazy. Bless you.
God bless
Thank you.
That is so crazy.
That's and it's going to definitely change the mind of going out there. God bless you. Once something happens once, it happened once. It can happen again, and in your mind, it's going to happen. Like for me, I can never go there again. Never. I say never, but I can never go there. It's going to happen.
You're not supposed to say never.
I know, but I know.
I would never go to Cancun.
I mean, I went in 2004, so I'm good. Like it's checked off the list already. I already got the passport stamp, so I'm good.
Well, it got checked off the list as soon as they started checking people into the upper room.
That's gonna be a whole bunch of places, though.
It could be. But until it happens there, it's not real.
Right.
Once it happens,
but we don't actually have to know all the times that it happens. So it could have happened.
Yeah, that's true.
It could happen at every destination because life is different now in 2021, and people have stresses that they gotta burn off steam in different ways.
Well, I respect that. If you can hide it, then you're good. I'll come to your resort if you can hide it.
What the heck? The big Mike just
the big Mike said, "I don't like
that." They're here. They're here.
The walls is talking. They said, "How can we silence him out?"
They're here.
That's hilarious.
Funny.
It wasn't that hilarious. Yeah?
Yes, it was. It really was.
It really was.
It just started falling down.
Yeah. And you just looked at it like, what's happening to my big Mike?
Yeah, I was confused about what was going on.
Like it's been sitting there all this time, and now all of a sudden they want to take a break.
You understand? You're showing off. Showing off.
It needed some attention.
I think I'm gonna hold it now.
I was gonna say it needs some nurturing and masturbation or something. He's like,
no, I don't think it needs that.
Maybe it does,
'cause it's in my hand now. So
I know you don't like that M word.
Not that I don't like it. It's a word. Don't participate.
Any other current events? We went from shootings to hangings to the little girls on the corner. Who is this for? We don't have nothing good in the current events. Can we have something good? We're gonna be just like the news
like the
network.
regular news. I was going to mention the woman who says she received death threats on TikTok, but I don't even want to talk about her.
Yeah, like we need some positive news. Like, what's going on good? I had a session
Right.
with. It
Wait,
seemed
wait.
like today was my.
I'm sorry, you brought up what happened with TikTok. You got to tell it now. Like, you can't just not give us what we want. I'm not going to tell you about the woman who got death. I want to know now.
Well, it's a mom who called herself giving advice on raising children, and she got a lot of criticism, and she claimed she got death threats because she said that she don't allow sleepovers. That was one of the things. She said a couple other things like kids, she doesn't limit screen time as long as homework and chores are done. And if they don't eat what she cooks, they don't eat.
So she got death threats.
That's what she said.
She's
And it
lying.
looked like
I'm gonna go on a limb and say she's lying.
like most of it is about the sleepover thing. I thought it was kind of.
Who is saying I'm gonna kill you because you don't have sleepovers? What are we doing here? Like, stop. I understand people don't got time on their hands, but she gonna stop lying. I mean, it worked because she got more publicity about it.
Oh my God, her video has been watched 1.7 million times.
So then I have to ask, Doc, are you on TikTok?
No, I'm not. I just saw the story on another forum.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not on TikTok, but it was on
I mean, it was no judgment. It was an article. I just was wondering.
Yeah, no, it was an article I read. And I thought, really?
Coco,
I thought like Daryl. I thought like Daryl, like really?
Delicious feet. That's the name. _ feet.
Maybe I'll set up a page.
See.
And Asha is.
So Camp, how you doing?
I am doing well.
You said we're good. We still in the current events. We was looking for a positive. We was looking for a positive current event though.
Oh.
Wow. That was the basic question of everything.
How did your governor's race go?
Oh, I don't. I guess it went. Yeah,
you in Pennsylvania, right?
I am. It's just like a lot of bad stuff going on.
Yeah, but we don't want to be like the network news.
It's a lot of bad stuff being reported. The problem good is not being reported,
happening.
Right. And they just don't want to tell you about
problem. Yeah.
They want you beat down, busted, and disgusted.
Well.
Yeah.
I don't support that.
It's easy to get caught up in it though.
It is.
Yeah, it's so easy.
Just like Camp was like, oh, y'all want good news? I got bad news to share.
I'm trying to think of good news that's been happening in Philadelphia. Like just in the area, like greater Philadelphia area. Mm-hmm. I'm thinking. There's a lot of stuff been going on though.
I know you made me go around the corner to see the $4.99 gas. I'm so glad I don't have to get premium.
Yeah, I used to. Well, my other car that takes premium is parked on the side. It's parked on the street. I take the car that has the eco button that says cut gas in half.
Right.
That's what I do now.
Yeah, it's like the prices are gonna go up. We won't have no choices, and we still gonna be driving.
Or if I drive
that's why I don't worry about it. I have to drive.
You gotta drive. You just gotta make room for it in your life.
Right.
Oh, I didn't drive all week.
Or make room for things you're not going to do in your life.
Either one or the other.
Yeah. You're going to make room for something. Or nothing.
Just like you made room for that $5 coffee a day. You're going to make room because that's $25 a week.
You know what?
Coffee or another gallon of gas.
I use the powder and make hot chocolate, or I make Ovaltine.
That'd be real decisions for people.
Yeah. Oh, really? Real decisions. right? Real decisions.
Mm-hmm.
And she's saying she would do Wawa over Ovaltine. Is that what you
Well, no,
saying?
I said when I can't get the Wawa, I make Ovaltine or some type of bang bang hot chocolate.
Bang bang hot chocolate.
Something.
Doc, you ever heard of bang bang hot chocolate?
I have not.
I heard of bang bang shrimp.
Right.
I don't know
I've
what
heard of
bang
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 hot
shrimp.
chocolate is.
Yes. I've never heard of bang
I
bang
don't
hot
know if I
chocolate.
even went. I don't know if
I've
I even
heard
went
of-
any bang.
Yeah,
I've heard of
Ovaltine,
bulletproof, like coffee or tea, but not bang
I don't want
bang.
nothing to do with
But y'all heard
bullets.
of Ovaltine?
Nothing to do with bullets.
Yes, no.
What about what
Yeah.
you? First of all, Ovaltine. You're not even old enough to be drinking no Ovaltine.
No,
I was like,
I grew up
was
on
like-
Ovaltine. I drank that as a kid.
Where do you even find that at? Do they? Where do
The
you?
grocery store. I've been drinking
I
Ovaltine
don't-
since I was a kid.
What?
Which
Wow, is
grocery
that in?
store?
Walmart.
What owl that is?
Wawa. Yeah, I
I
don't.
said Walmart.
What
Oh,
is that in?
yeah. What they got an old fashioned aisle or something that you can
No, I just know how to shop.
Ovaltine. I don't know if that's knowing how to shop. What is Ovaltine to be exactly? Is it like what is it?
It's something for old people.
Yeah,
It's
but
hot
I mean,
chocolate.
it's like a.
She said it's
Why
hot
don't they
chocolate.
call it? Why don't they call it hot chocolate then? Why do they call it Ovaltine? Is it
I
like
think
different?
that's the company name, like Nestle or Hershey.
Yeah, like Nestle, but
Yeah,
it's
but-
hot chocolate.
I've
But
never
even
had
Nestle-
Ovaltine.
Oh, so does it say like Ovaltine hot chocolate, or is it just? Okay, got it. Okay,
I need to bring y'all some.
I'm good. I'm just gonna take your word for it. I'll take your word for it. You said it's good. Okay, I got you. I believe you.
And on
I
that
can't
note,
help that I'm an old soul.
Yeah, I've had my tea bulletproof, but not with no.
Right. I don't even know if I want bulletproof.
Bang,
Like,
Yeah, I'm confused. The only time I want bulletproof if I go to Cancun. That's it.
Like you want that bulletproof vacation
good.
package.
That was good.
You want that bulletproof vacation package. Camp, you missed the Big Mike dance.
Not the Big Mike dance.
All by
The Big
itself.
Mike was dancing all by itself. It said 2-step, 3-step, we on the floor, 1
And
step.
it dropped low.
It was trying to get the conversation started. The Big Mike was trying to get the conversation started.
So let's get this real conversation started. This real conversation started.
Real.
What you gonna
Let's
say,
go.
Daryl?
Let's go. I'm ready.
So we're
I'm
gonna
here
chat
learning.
about this evening distorted perceptions around sex, what it is and what it is not.
Let's talk about this, baby.
Let's talk about you
and me.
and me. Let's talk about all of that.
All the good things, all that can be. Okay, I'm sorry.
I know when we was in the back room, was what we call it, the studio. I'm sorry, I'm still trying to
Green
remember.
room.
The
Green room.
Right. We came up with a couple different scenarios of what people think it is and what they think is not, what certain ethnic groups do versus what melanated groups do. So I don't know where you. Oh, and he's raising his hand already.
Yes. I just have a question.
Camp, you got your statistics because you know he gonna want to know the statistics.
I want to. Yes, I know anecdotal. No, but there's nothing really that's wrong, or because what you do is what you do, correct? Or
Correct. This is a
Okay,
non-judgment zone. So however you live,
Correct.
yeah, it's a non-judgment zone. We just having conversation. We're not condemning. We're not shaming.
Okay.
It's just a conversation.
Yeah, because it was what is and what is not. So what is not is kind of saying not.
What you wanted to say, Daryl?
I'm not saying. I'm just the
What you
outside
wanted
looking,
to
and I'm
say?
like, no, I just the word what is not to me would be there's some sex that is not sex.
Well,
we're talking about people's individual definitions. Some people would
But
say
you
that
You can't say
that
that though.
Huh?
Because it might
Well,
be
we can, because
say
some
not.
people would say, like, some
What,
president
judgmental
from the
people?
past that said he did not
Judgmental.
have sex with that woman, but
Right.
she gave him head. So
No, well, because he was lying.
did
What
he
you
have
mean?
sex with her or not?
He did. He
And
did.
is
He said,
that
I'd have
is
sex.
oral considered sex?
Right.
I see what y'all saying. Yeah.
Some people don't consider that sex.
I
Okay.
didn't growing up.
Right.
I mean,
See,
it
all
was
right.
Okay.
See, we got somebody right here on our panel.
growing up. It was
Listen,
just like
if-
teenagers. They just
if-
messed around. You was just messing around.
If
It
we
wasn't
want to
sex.
be, if we want to be delusional about things, okay. If we want to say,
That's not
like,
how I think
see,
now.
I
Just
see a
saying.
lot of things there's a lot of things today that people are saying are not things, that we're making things and things. So, okay, if that's what we're doing right now, let's go with it. Oral sex is not sex.
I don't think that now, but I'm just saying. When I was growing up, it was just like, girl, you
Right,
ain't
right,
really did
okay.
nothing. They were like, girl, he just what? He just they
Hey,
was like, girl, it's nothing.
I told girls that lie too. This is not even sex if we do this. Just suck it. It's not that. You like a lollipop, right? Is that sex? No.
And I'm sure
did
there
you teach them how
was
to do
some.
it with the lollipop. Did you say this how you do it with the lollipop?
I don't demonstrate. Hey, I'm gonna keep you down there and learn. I'm gonna keep you down there. Go ahead and learn.
Right,
It's
but
okay.
then you
I
might
like
start
you.
guiding the head the wrong way.
Yeah,
and
got
then,
to.
and then it ain't gonna feel
Listen,
right. Because then you're gonna add
hey,
the
she
teeth
gonna-
because you guiding the head.
We gonna learn together. We gonna
Gonna learn
together.
today.
Okay?
You gonna
We're
learn
gonna
today.
together. Yeah. Hey, don't come
All I'm
up.
gonna say
Don't come up.
is-
Don't come up till I'm finished.
All I am gonna say is my perception of sex changed when one of my best friends in college, she was white, from somewhere on the other side of Texas. But we would have conversations. I was like, that's what y'all do? I'm just saying my personal experience. And so that just changed the game. I learned a lot. That's all I'm gonna say.
What did she do that was different?
And what made it that it changed the game?
Yeah.
I would say it changed the game because it was just like, for example, she was like, girl, I'm waiting until I get married to have sex. I said, but then you say you go down on your fiance every day? She was like, well, yeah, he plays sports. It's a stress reliever for him. I said, so what about you? She was like, well, yeah, it's protein, but that's nothing. I said, well, where I'm from, that's a lot to just be giving, head every day. Ain't nothing wrong with that. It was no judgment.
Listen, don't get mad at a girl for being a good girl. Stop.
You know what? Oh my goodness.
I understand some people don't.
No, so I'm gonna tell you why.
She was a good girl. She's a game changer.
We both good girls.
That means it's one-sided.
Huh?
Is it? See, now some people I know have
Wait,
told me
let her tell us how it
Let
changed
her
the
tell her
game.
story before we go into our
I'm gonna just say it changed the game.
Get to the point.
I'm trying to get to the point, but you still yapping your gums, Big Mike.
Hey, Miss
2
Ruth.
hours
Hey,
later.
Hey, Neil.
I'm gonna just say she gave me a lot of pointers, and she taught me how to do. Like she was just like, "This how you start. This what you looking at. This what you're doing." I said, "Word." And when I was ready, to do it, and I felt confident, I did that years later. But it was just like, okay, I'm good.
So did you practice with a lollipop?
Oh no, we didn't do lollipops. I shouldn't say that.
Well, I think that a lot of times, Daryl, people don't have that. They think that anything outside of intercourse doesn't count.
And sex.
I mean, when my daughter was in middle school, they did a survey about sex, right? And the number of kids who were engaging in sexual activity, by the real definition,
right?
Sexual activity did not count those things, including anal sex.
Right.
Well, again, we're talking about kids, right? So I understand, but at a certain point, you're going to be like, because some girls want to save their virginity, so they give up the butthole, and they're still virgins in their mind. Hey, believe what you want to believe. Believe what you want to believe, okay? I'm all for you believe what you want to believe, as long as I can finish. Okay, all right, you're a virgin. Whatever you say. You know what I mean? Here, put this in your mouth. You're a virgin. Okay, I'm here to help the delusion along. as long as I finish. I don't care what you believe.
As long as you can
I just
hit,
gotta-
we're gonna help with
Right.
the
As long as you hit.
But
And
then,
and what I was gonna say too is that sometimes girls say they actually get off on giving oral sex. So she said it was one
I've
sided.
heard that
Sometimes
too.
it's not one sided. Sometimes they can, that's the thing. Or I know guys that just like pleasuring the woman and they'll get off on, just
That's how they cash
doing
in.
that.
Maybe I shouldn't
That's
say
how
that.
they
But
listen. I don't know, but somehow that's all they need to do.
is that all they need because they can't perform otherwise?
So that's what I believed, Mary. No, that's what I believed. I just think you have a small penis or it don't work or something, but I don't know. I can't judge that. They may legitimately like it. I don't know. I can't being on here. I'm getting to be more open and saying they might like it. I'm not gonna say it's because your dick is little. I ain't gonna say that no more, right? Hey, you got a micro penis.
I mean, it could
That's
be
why you
all
do it.
different sizes, and you don't know how to use it.
exactly, that's what I was about to say.
Because you can have all of the dearth and not know how to be gentle with what it is that you got.
But I know how to come, right? So at the end of the day, I know how to do
Everybody
that.
don't know how to do that.
Well, then they have other issues, so you might as well just eat then.
A lot of people know how to come, but they don't know how to stroke it, right? That's a difference.
Yes,
I know, but see, so again, what's your goal here, right? So especially if we're talking about, especially as we're being younger as a guy, my goal is to come, right? It's a drug. I'm using you to come. Like you help me feel good. So there it is. And if you don't really talk to, and we had a conversation before, if you don't tell a guy that what you need, then he grows up thinking that he's doing something that he may not be doing because you never correct that action. So it becomes just like we think we're good. When you lie to guys, that's terrible. That's terrible. Don't lie to us. Let us know what the problems are early so we can fix them. You know what I mean?
That makes
you don't want to be.
But sometimes men and women, because it's
not receptive,
women, are not open or receptive to the conversation and what it is that they think that they are offering you in intimacy or sex is not beneficial.
Well, that's why we got to do it learn it younger. So the problem is we're doing it at such a young age.
So you said we got to learn sex at a child age so that we could do it better as an adult?
Absolutely.
Okay, I'm going to sip on that.
Absolutely. We need to talk to our boys and girls about sex and stop making it. First of all, we're going to learn from our friends, right? I know I learned a lot of stuff from my friends which were just totally not correct. Like I learned a lot of things that weren't okay, weren't right. So luckily my mom would come in the room at night. I'll never forget, 8, 9 years old. She'll come in the room, beginning, are you doing this? So we were able to have some certain conversations and that helped you a lot. Because again, if you keep doing what you think your friends are telling you and learning, you just don't learn. Now, I'm not telling you to go out there and have sex or anything like that, but you need to teach them about certain things so that they kind of know. Because not just going out there on your friends and yada, 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 yada.
Because if I hear one more male say women like to have their backs banged out, I'm going to scream.
I hear that a lot.
Women like
like
back banged
conversation.
Out. Women like they do like their back banged
Shut
out.
up, Daryl.
Okay. A lot of women. No, I'm only kidding. I don't know. Like,
but even that's a distorted perception because, like, what does that mean? That means something different for every person. A version of my back being thrown out,
hanging from the chandelier.
Right.
Now that might be a back thrown out.
Right. That might be a back. That might be a back thrown out.
Somebody who's never been on a chandelier.
That could be a back thrown out.
That could be a back thrown out for real.
Listen, a chandelier ain't supporting most people eat. So I'm gonna tell y'all, stay off the chandelier.
That's what happened in the movie War of the Roses. It held both of them until it didn't.
That's why it was a movie. So hey, go try it at home and please record it so you can go viral. Because y'all both gonna be in the hospital.
Because the chandelier ain't holding you up.
It's not. It's not.
The War of the Roses. So the distorted perception that I have heard is of a woman who is, I guess I'm gonna have to say she's near 50, that has not been married yet, but she does enjoy traveling, and when she travels, She calls it Frosty the Snowman.
What is that?
What is
I
that?
don't know.
Yeah, she
Frosty
calls
the
what
Snowman.
Frosty
Because
the
she
Snowman?
receives oral sex, but she doesn't give or allow penetration, so she's still a virgin.
Mm.
So is she saying that
wait, I'm sorry.
that's not sex?
She's saying it's not sex.
Okay.
But she's still saving herself for when she gets married.
But she she's finding guys on a regular basis that just want to go down on her.
That's
and
not
get
that
nothing in
hard.
return.
I'm-
Is that what
That's
I'm
really
saying?
not that hard.
That's not that hard.
That's just like getting a DM that your feet is pretty or that your smile is nice.
Wait. So the whole bunch of guys out there. Time out. Wait a minute. There's a whole bunch of guys out there that just want to come over, eat, and go home. That's what I'm saying?
Yep.
Is that real? Okay.
Yep.
I don't. Okay. Listen. Please.
Daryl's mind is blown.
Hey, listen.
He is. He's like, what?
Please, somebody write in. Tell me if this is true. If this is a regular occurrence. Because this is ridiculous.
I mean, a lot of guys just want to see you relax and happy.
Yep.
A lot of guys.
Yeah.
Okay.
Enough to say a lot. Yeah.
Yes. A lot of guys just
And
want to
I-
see you relax and happy.
I'm not happy.
But you might be
relax.
happy and making sure that
No,
I'm relaxed.
I'm not.
No, I ain't
I'm not.
I gotta log
Yeah.
out and back in. My camera lost my camera.
Okay.
All right.
Listen, you're relaxed. My penis is swollen. I'm confused about this transaction that we just had. Again, I could understand maybe you wanting someone to relax. Yeah, relax because you about to get this penis. Relax so we can go now watch TV. I'm confused. I'm lost. But I guess you guys are saying it happens, so I have to take your word for it. It doesn't happen with me. Ooh.
Yeah, but it definitely happens.
I'm sorry.
I can see it. I can see it happening, right? So say if a person was with say
we
you
both
were
was
like
hitting
10, you both hitting it. That's what happened.
Rocking out, both was hitting it. Yes, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Hey, tell me more.
No. It's nothing more to tell.
Please don't.
There's nothing more to tell.
Tell
Camp
me
said
more.
they want to see you relax, but I think there are some men who just want to pleasure you. Because and wait a minute, wait. I think that in a lot of the cases of that, they think that if they do that, they're gonna get some.
They do.
True. They do.
But sometimes they're okay not getting any. As well.
So I got a question. So out of say you were with like 20 guys, how many guys just come over to eat the cat? How many
You could probably could get all 20. You
Right.
probably could get all 20.
It's some fools. It's a fool born every day. A fool is born every day.
17 to 18.
18.
What'd you say, Camp?
I said 17 to 18.
I can't believe this. I am so upset. Men, please. Don't tell me y'all doing this.
But you even see the comment that we have in the conversation that says, yes, some guys just like to provide the pleasure.
So, like I said, I understand.
And they come back and give the number that 10 out of the 20 would have been like, I'm down with the situation.
Right.
So now, well, what kind of guys are you messing with then? I don't know.
Why
I don't know that
kind of guy?
Well, first of all, because when we first started talking about guys who did that, we came up with maybe there's something wrong, then they're not working. That's what was said in the beginning, right? So I'm just going back, rewind it. That happened. So it's a one-sided transaction. That's my thing. Like, so if you want to do it, I get it. But I think that, are you gonna do me next, or are you gonna get this dick now? What's next? Like, we had advertiser. What's next? But if that's it, that's just really one-sided.
But that's it in that moment,
right?
That's not it for the duration of your relationship. So you looking at the performance and exchange of the transaction has to happen all in
one thing,
one thing, and it could really be broken up into multiple transactional
interactions.
Yeah,
this is a three week affair, huh? So I'm gonna come eat you on Monday. Tuesday you go suck dick. We will have sex on Thursday. I'm confused. When I go out to dinner, I want everything right there. I'm gonna have the appetizer, the entree, the whole meal, dessert. You saying we're gonna break it up? So why my dick got swole for this night and you good, or vice versa?
Well,
now
see,
You get a hand
I'm
job.
the
good.
thing about it is that your dick don't really have to be swole and not utilized, but
Right.
you have to, see what the appetizer is looking like to be stimulated to say you want to do something more.
Wait, what?
And some people,
Wait, say that again. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Say it again,
Y'all
Mary.
going
Make
too
it
fast.
plain.
Y'all going too fast for me right now. I'm still stuck on the guy.
it's not downloading fast enough.
Make it plain and simple, Mary.
Oh my
Depending
goodness.
on how you pleasure her, she might get excited enough to also pleasure you at the same time.
Right.
But
See, you ain't hear it that way. You heard it selfish that all you was doing was delivering and not
even
receiving.
Even the point that I'm doing this in hopes that something will happen, that's banana to me, right? Because I know I'm getting it already, so I gotta hope a thing. So I'm not going somewhere where I'm gonna go put my face in this place and then hope to get in the club. No, thank you. Like I already got my pass. You know what I mean? So that's my thing. I can't see me like I'm doing this to hopefully get you to the point where you give me some.
So you've never come across a woman where you said, I just want to do that. I'm gonna do that
no.
because I want to see
no.
her be pleasured.
No.
I want to see her go off.
Absolutely not.
She had a rough week. You don't want to just
we both have rough weeks. We both have rough weeks. My week was just as rough as yours.
Daryl,
you've been single for a long time.
I'm selfish. I know I'm selfish. Okay, I'm selfish. Okay, I get it. I know who I am.
I mean, we know that it happens. We know it happens a lot, Daryl. As women, we know it happens a lot. Even Megan Thee Stallion said it. Eat it or get out. That's your ultimatum.
Hey, y'all get back when you get your mind right, because I see your mind's not right.
Why? I mean, like even if that was if somebody said eat it or get out, I still want to see what the opportunity of that relationship is gonna be.
No, excuse me. I'm not doing ultimatums. First of all, you ain't gonna tell me do this or get out because I'm out. Right?
Well, then you gonna be swole walking down the driveway to your
right.
home.
Hey, listen. It's one every 3 seconds. You got there's another one. Like you ain't the only one. Stop. They come, they fast and furious. So ain't no problem. You jump on another one. But my thing would be if a dude, it's weird because a guy was like, yo, suck my dick and get out. Y'all like, oh my God. Like it's such a double standard. Like stop. Like
so
animated.
Yes.
Because it's real. You know what I mean? You gotta give clues and hint. Hey girl, you wanna put your mouth on it. Absolutely, yes. We have. Absolutely.
Yes.
So why is it wrong that we do the same thing or would want the same
I don't know.
thing?
That just seems more natural that way. I don't know.
What?
That sounds like a patriarchy government type situation.
Well, are we in a patriarchal society?
Talk about a double standard.
Right.
Are we in a patriarchal? Now, not for me. Like I don't like just getting that because that's cool. That's appetizer. We got to go finish. I don't just want that. So I'm not just getting, no, not me. But some people may like that. I understand you like what you like. It's just weird it's just weird to hear a man just going over there just to eat and go home or eat and watch Netflix.
So where do these distorted perceptions
that gives a whole new definition to Netflix and chill.
It does.
Yeah. Netflix and chill. You chilly because your mouth is all frosted. You said Frosty the Snowman? That's why it's chill. You frosted.
I know when she said that, I was like, Frosty the Snowman, like you might as well just go all the way through. Like, what is the purpose? Are you looking in the back
So
for Ruth?
no, I gotta read. Because I have a different setup, so I have the big screen and all that, and I can't see because my camera's
That's why
right
your
there.
microphone fell.
So it did the setup. It's okay. My microphone fell because like, so there are probably some men that I agree. Some men do that, but we already said in the beginning they probably got little micro penises or don't work. So.
But then we came back and said it might not be that. It might just be. I mean,
they just like doing it. They just like
go with
doing
that.
it.
Yeah, they like doing it because they learn they can do it, so they like doing it.
But you know, some men who are healthy, they don't know how to be gentle with all that they got to share.
I agree. That's why I said that, we both have to be able to say what we want. Because I know even for me, like I was with women and they never told me anything. They never said, oh, I really need this. I think because women are, from what I see, since they like a man, they're willing to do more, are willing to accept more, right? So they're not maybe getting satisfied, but they like you. So they may act satisfied or whatever the case may be. But what that does to a man and our ego, we think we're better than we are. We think we're good. We think we're doing the right thing, but we're not because no one's correcting us. Like women have to be strong enough to say, listen, hey, could you do this, right? Hey, yada, yada, yada. Take care of me as well.
Get out?
And let that man, oh yeah. So, because we need to learn, right? Because again, I think from my experience, like it's a drug. Like I remember the first time I came, like, whoa, what the hell just happened? And I thought she did it. I was like, God damn, she's amazing. She made it happen. And I just wanted to be with her all the time. Then I found other people do it. Then I didn't need her no more. But
well, how many test trials while having her around did you have to do to find somebody else that did it?
It was a couple of months that I was addicted to her because she made this happen all of a sudden. Like I was doing it before that and that never happened. So when it finally happened, it was like a drug. I was like, whoa. I mean, to the point, I remember one time I was playing basketball and I damn near broke my ankle. It was really swollen. And I caught 2 trains in a bus and walked 7 blocks with a cane to get to her house to get some. Okay. And I never forget, I'm in it doing my thing. And she was like this.
With the cane.
And guess what? I didn't care because I was going to come. That's all that mattered. I didn't give a fuck what she was doing. So, but if someone would have, at that point, would have started teaching me like, hey, girls need this, it would have helped me out. Because for a while, I thought I was this shit. I'm like, I'm laying down this pipe. And I wasn't. now looking back on it, I realized I wasn't because I wasn't meeting any of their needs. It was me driven. And they allowed it to happen. So, it's definitely both our fault. But
that's because some people have the perception of let him do his business.
Right. And that's terrible because, like I said, it really makes a man insensitive to your needs. Mm-hmm. And then when you finally meet that girl, be like, oh, you ain't doing it right. What you mean? Ain't nobody else say that. It's you. Mm-hmm. But she was the only one being real with you. Mm-hmm. But you can't accept it because you're like, I got 30 other girls that say different.
Not 30.
So it
could have been 3.
I'm just saying. I got to tell my story.
Finish your story at 30. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, I said no, but no, that wasn't me. I had that problem because no one ever told me till like yesterday. So I'm just learning now. But I didn't really have that experience. It's funny. I learned more from when I got to college with men. We were all at a table one time and we were talking, and somehow we were talking about sex, and they started saying I was not like. It was so foreign to me. I'm like, what? I'm like, we don't do that. Like, what you talking about? Like, what's wrong with you? Like, I mean, I really had a very sheltered sex life. Like, I was doing it, but I was really not really. I didn't watch porn. I didn't really know much. So I'm just going off what I experienced. But by talking to this group of guys, it was like third on the table and just sharing stories. Like I learned so much. It was so crazy. And then it helped me to start asking questions more. Mm-hmm. Like, is this okay? Do you like this? What do you like? Yada, 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 which helped somewhat. Because he had a break selfish. Yeah, because the selfishness was already instilled in me from before. Now I have to outlearn that. And sometimes it's difficult So I learned that because I know I'm going to come. So do I really care if you're okay? Because I'm the business nut.
Come back. Sorry.
Daryl, it's funny. He raises an interesting thing because I'm just working with people. It seems like whoever made that person have their first orgasm, they're kind of addicted to that person for a while. And whatever position they were in at the time that it happened, they want to be in that position all the time.
So it's crazy. So when I was doing it, because we were kind of sneaking to it, so the bed was on the floor, and she was like leaning over the bed, so it was like kind of from the back. So that's why I thought it had to be like on the kind of bed on the floor. You had to kind of lean over, and I was kind of, it was weird.
How old were you?
It was that I was the first time I ever came. I think it was 14. It was the first time I ever let that. It came out, but I was doing it way before that. Like I was humping on people forever. Like it was just we just humped for no
dry
humping. No, we was humping. It was in there, it was in it, but I was just nothing was coming out. So I don't know why I think I did only because my uncles talked about it so much. I don't know why I was doing it so much, but I guess because they talked about it. Because it was no end game at that point. You know what I mean? I think it was more like, well, she really must like it. She let me do this. I don't know why. I can't remember why. I just remember the explosion, and then I knew why I was doing it. This is life. This coochie drug is amazing. Hey, do you know? You ever had this coochie drug? It's amazing. And I thought only she could do it. And my man's like, you can do that with anybody. You can do it with anybody. Okay, I don't need her anymore. She was expendable at that point. I didn't even like her anymore. I went from love to not even liking her anymore in like a day after I learned it wasn't her. She didn't do it. You did it. Me? I did it. Okay. I'll find someone else to do it.
Patriarchy. So where are these distortions created from?
You think about it from what we learn and are taught, or what we see and we misinterpret. You know, to see things and we don't know the background of it. You know, I remember thinking that you had to have sex for a long time for it to be good. Now I remember, you have to go for hours. Like you can't go for hours, you're whack, right? And that's because I remember on TV, you always seen them like, oh girl, he was fast. He stopped. I didn't really know what that meant, but I knew I had to keep going so that I wasn't talked about like he was. You're not gonna have that conversation with me. But then I learned later, I done burned up a couple girls who was dry, and I'm still going on hour 3, and she was ready to stop at hour.
Who said hour 3? What is it with you? This number 3?
Well, I mean that's the median. I try to pick the middle number. Sometimes it's longer, sometimes it's shorter, but I try to go forever. Like, I would try to go as long as your hips can hang. I would try to go that distance. Right? I would try to go forever, you know. It's some girls did say like, look, hey, I'm hurt. Like I'm sore. You can't do that again. So I did kind of started learning like, well, I can't go that long. So let me go like 2 hours. Like, what's the, you know, I just try to, but it was all because of what I saw, what I thought I had to do. You know what I mean? And again, without any instruction from the other party, it's very difficult to change. It was very difficult to change, you know? But I had to change, come to do it again, and she's like, I'm sore, I can't do it. I'm bleeding down there now.
Hey.
I mean, I was just taught that sex was bad. That if you had sex, you'd get pregnant. So,
and being pregnant is bad. So sex must be bad.
I didn't want to get pregnant. I would have been stuck in the ghetto. It was just like, I knew if I got pregnant, I would still be living in the same block on the corner smoking. I don't even smoke. But I'm just saying, I could just envision my life being something totally different than I didn't want it to be. So I was like, oh no, I got to get the hell up out of here. So I'm just not going to do nothing.
A lot of people use fear to prevent sexual activity in their children.
Well, and sometimes it don't prevent it. It just gets very awkward. Yes. The person's down, it's very scared. They're nervous. You know, it makes it, because I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna talk you into it.
It just made me more curious. I think.
Made you more what?
Curious.
It made you more curious.
Like
Yeah,
I was
by
it was
you
like,
telling me no, not to do it, it makes you more curious on what is it about.
curious in terms of I could do everything but give away my official virginity.
Got you. Give away the box.
That's the curious.
Okay.
Like we could do everything but that, or no penetration at all. But you know what I'm saying? So it's just
every other hole but the front. Gotcha. Good
girl.
no
anal. No front or back.
That was boring. Like this mouth gets tired of it.
I guess I am boring, but you wouldn't know.
No, I'm saying at that time, I'm saying it'd be kind of like, okay, I'm tired of this mouth, like in this hand, like I need something else. This is let's step up a level. Just let me put the tip in.
So, yeah, that's always a lie.
Right.
Listen,
has that ever happened?
Wait a minute, stop. Don't act like you don't know what put the tip in mean. You are a co-conspirator. You know this coming.
We know what it means. We just saying it's never just the tip. It's never just the tip.
And you know it's never going to be the tip.
Once the tip gets that moisture, it's like, oh, let me just do a little bit.
I gotta have it all.
No. Excuse me. No. You guys are saying yes because you know you want the whole dick. You know that it ain't gonna be a tip of dick. You know what it is. We both are telling the same lie. I'm saying I'm putting the tip in, and you know you're going the whole dick. Like, okay, go ahead, put the tip in. Stop playing. We know what it is. Stop.
So just ask for the whole dick. That's what you're saying. Just ask for all of it.
Ask for the whole thing.
No, but see, that's the distortion where women don't think they should be doing it. So they're playing the game just like we are. You know what comes with the tip. The rest of the dick comes with it. It's attached to it. You can't just put the tip in. It's a slide at that point. You know what it is. That's all distortion. You're playing a game. You know you want to give it because obviously you're butt naked and let me put the tip in anyway. Like who gonna out the tip?
Sometimes the tip is all you need.
Oh, you may need. Oh, you're right. They may need too. Right. They may need.
I wasn't talking about me.
Right.
I did learn that too. Cause guys are weird. They may not even need the tip. Guys is really weird. Like by talking to guys, it's some weirdo stuff. I know guys dancing on girls who come. Like, you did what? How do that? In your jeans? That's disgusting. Like, it's weird.
What are some other distortions? Because you start talking about the jeans. That visual just sound like a whole bath and a shower that need to happen like immediately.
But I think every woman
at the club.
Every woman, straight woman has had that experience. I would think. I venture to say.
Wait, which experience? Because we didn't say
which one?
Where a guy let off in his pants in your presence.
Yeah.
That's weird to me too. I would feel like a loser.
I mean, you mentioned it happening in the club.
If I came in my pants, yeah, it's weird. It's in my pants.
Well, Derek,
like, on myself.
Why is it weird?
But you mentioned it happening in the club.
That means you're so excited to spend time with her and she like get you grooving that you couldn't hold it back. You had to just like bleh.
Yeah, you have no self-control, overactive imagination. Listen, I'm not coming on myself. I'm just not.
This is your adult mind speaking, not your younger mind.
No, even younger. Even younger, I danced all my life. Ain't never came on myself. That would be weird. Some people can't. Well, I guess. Listen,
that's weird. I mean, it's happened. Well,
and some people that's the set off.
Well, that's what I remember, and I remember a girl had said that. She's like, "This guy came on my like, shut up, you're lying. You're not even that cute." And I couldn't believe it until I was walking at work and we were a group of guys. He's like, "Yeah, I'm gonna go to the club tonight and come." And come.
Oh, that's hilarious.
I'm like, what club are you going to?
That's
disgusting.
Right. That was a mission.
He's like, grind on them till I come. I said, oh, God.
I mean,
that disgusted me. That made me disgusted. Like, you are nasty. Like, you messed it up for us.
That's happened.
You over there grinding all hard in the dance.
Aggressive too on how you being held close. Yes.
Like, you gotta watch out
close in this spot.
What do you do?
Play that other reggaeton song. Play that other one.
You gotta
like what do you do? Like I'm like,
when they have
I feel so dirty.
Couldn't talk to that person ever again.
Yeah, that's weird. I mean,
Because like when that moment happens and then you see that person on campus or wherever y'all at, it's like, oh wow, that was weird. Not weird, but it was just like I can't talk to you without thinking about that.
So are we leaving these distorted thoughts, like saying that they only occurred when we was in our younger years and they don't happen in our seasoned years?
No, like I said, I say that they persist. Yeah, they persist. Like if you don't get any, like I didn't get any other knowledge that. I remember a guy at work, he was saying that about oral sex, where he didn't do it until he was like 33, where a woman kind of had to show him. He thought it was terrible, yada, yada, yada. So I think these distorted thoughts that we get when we're younger, they usually persist into unless we meet something that changes that, right? Because I told you, usually if you're used to doing something and that one or two girls did something opposite or tries to teach you something different, you may be like, it's you're the problem, because all these other girls didn't say anything. And your ego won't even allow you sometimes to hear that you're doing something wrong, because you want to be king ding-a-lee. You want to think your ding is the best thing ever. Like that's something you want to think. So I think these distortions just stay, out there unless somebody watches a show like this and they learn the difference.
I think they do. I think they do exist, because I know I had some distortions even into my late 20s. Not because I didn't know different. It was just like growing up and just trying to like dispel all that and get rid of that out of my system. It was more so like in the act I was fine, but after the fact I would feel ashamed. I'm like, why do I feel ashamed? It was just the thing of shaming having sex before marriage. Wow. But I was married, and it was just like, I didn't realize how deep it was ingrained in me, because you know how like people, if y'all cool like that, y'all do pillow talk, you just hang out, you get into more shit. Like, but I was just like, why do I feel I shouldn't? Mind you, I got pose, I got all kinds of stuff. I'm just saying at the time, and I'm like, why do I feel like this? This is who I am. I know who I've known whom I was like since I was like, who I wanted to be since at a young age. So I'm like, why am I feeling like this? So just kind of working through that took like 10 years. So it was just really, and I didn't realize how ingrained it was in me from the religious aspect. But just dispelling it.
And
but is that religious aspect? Go ahead, Daryl.
How many real life conversations early had around sex? And I think that's the problem too. There's not a lot of places you can go to really get real information. There's not. That's not really boring either. You don't want to go like some real boring thing either, but it's not a lot of places to go to really learn, some positive things about sex that are true.
Right. And most of the discussions you have are with your peers, who is just the blind leading the blind.
Absolutely.
So I tell people, when my family, I talk about this stuff openly. So when I say, I was in therapy for like, out of my 37 years, I've been in therapy for 13 years. Not all continuously, but at different points in my life since I was 10. So it had a lot to do with that, but a lot of it was connected to being vulnerable, to being even the emotional piece. Like being emotional open to somebody else. That's your partner, you married to, who you're in a relationship with. That's where it was like a breakdown. Because it's like the other person is like, what did I do wrong? I was like, no, you didn't do anything wrong. It was great. It's not.
We lost your voice.
Yeah, we lost your sound.
Can you hear me?
Now we can.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my mom tried to FaceTime me. I had to deny it. But so a lot of times it was more so.
You must have heard you talking about sex. You're like, nope, break that up.
So even that other distortion of marriage. So I ain't trying to put my family out there like that, but I was taught by my mom. It was like married couples don't engage in or sex. Married couples only have sex to procreate, to have babies. And I'm like, I don't.
Wow.
So
okay.
At one time we had this conversation. I was 28. I said, "What you think I've been doing this whole time? Just doing the missionary? Like, what you think I've been doing?" Like I was like, even before being married, it's nothing wrong with whether you want to flip it, toss it. I said, if you want to go by what you're saying, the bedroom is undefiled. So I don't see how that has a bearing on me. And it was kind of like, well, I'm gonna pray for you. What you mean? Like, so I just think having this conversation even in my late 20s, it was just still like I've had to have conversations with my parents and with other people in my family about like the word normal is relative. That's not what I want to use, but I was like, I would say some of that is dysfunctional. It's not, you're not actually teaching our, the teenagers and the other
How to
adults
have
the health
sex.
piece of it, the health piece of sex, how just like sex in general, just the health side of it.
It's a health
like
side
they think
to
it's
it.
right. They're thinking something different, and it's totally not that. So, even them having younger siblings in their 20s and they're in relationships now, and it's like I'm having to dispel some of that, the distortions, because they had more distortions than I got brought up on. So it's just
That's because you was out there creating new scenarios. They was like, oh no, we need to tell you.
Right. We gotta talk about this.
Yeah, we gotta talk about this. We gotta have a meeting.
Yeah, because I remember when my youngest sister, she's 25 now, when she was a teenager. And it was just like, I had a conversation with my mom. I was advocating for my little sister. I was like, well, periods are bad. She's out of school for a week every month. Maybe she must be on birth control to help her, be easy for her cycles. She was like, I can't do that. I said, why? That's promoting sex. I said, do you know what teenagers do these days? They do everything but that. So they're already out here doing it. But I was like, my sister's not like that. She's not that type of person. And my mom was like, I can't do that because that's advocating. That's not abstinence. No, there's something totally like, so the whole distortions.
Daryl, why are you looking like that?
What happened?
What happened? Yeah, what happened? We lost you?
Yeah. I'm back. I'm back.
Big Mike is back.
I'm back.
So, I mean, the interesting thing that you bring up is the religion piece, but then also the shame piece of it as well. And I think that that's kind of like the background of what it is and what it is not. Like, sexual interaction has different layers to it.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. And and sometimes that religion piece and the shame piece will keep your sexual life or sexuality stunted. Because if you find yourself doing it, you don't want to enjoy it.
Right.
Or you enjoy it in secret. I think what it does,
right.
a lot of times
and when you enjoy it in secret,
you underground. It pushes you underground.
When you enjoy it in secret, you feel shame later.
Right.
Yeah.
Like the example that Camp was even offering, she said, I'm married and I'm having pillow talk in between the break of a situation to the next situation, and I'm sitting here thinking about what I did was wrong, and like that's what becomes an interruption in the whole process. Because if your mind is going away from being present in the moment to be loyal to an old legacy, like that legacy is not living in your bedroom and in your house. Well, it is, but you might need to peel back the layers and work that through.
Right. And again, we have more examples. We have less example of healthy sexual relations than we do of negative, and that's the problem. Negative are usually sharing things. Especially as guys, I know we tell anything and we be like, oh really? That's what it is. We leave the nonsense. We're so dumb when we're young. We're so dumb. I look back on it like things that we thought, or and like I said, you're only the smartest person in your circle, so you believe things, but we need women to help.
Yeah, but sometimes the women are not mature enough either.
Yeah,
because their development may have shame, but it also may, I mean, not men too, may have trauma because how they were introduced to sex wasn't pleasurable. So then you have to undo what made it not pleasurable so that they can show up and really experience true, authentic interaction.
Right.
Good point. Yeah.
Because if they think every time you come at them the same way that the person that assaulted them did, they frozen, they paralyzed. And you trying to jam it in, and she like, nope, I'm dry.
I agree with that statement.
Damn, it's terrible.
But then it becomes a cycle because now he's saying something wrong with her. There's something wrong with her.
Instead of trying to understand.
Better.
What's going on?
Yes. And you're repeating the same. You coming at her the same way every single time. And every single time she's like, I'm dry.
But I think, but we make it, you know, it's both, right? Because he doesn't know either. So they both don't know. So his assessment is something's wrong with her. And he's not wrong. There is something wrong with her. He's not maybe asking the right questions. Maybe he doesn't know the right questions to ask. Or she doesn't have the words to explain exactly what's going on in that scenario, right? So again, it's just, again, the blind leading the blind. That relationship is just very unhealthy because you have two people who just don't know, right? Really sexually immature people who can't handle the situation. And that just continues to grow as time goes on because, you know, you connect a relationship and you do the same thing or she doesn't speak and it becomes, and that's where that distortion takes up life of its own because it becomes normal almost. Like we just learn to work through things and she's laying there taking it and you just laying there giving it, you know, and that's what it becomes.
Until somebody says no, and then we've had a show about this in regards to when the no is like so consistent and such a long window of time in between, you know, having like sexual intimacy or like the touch or anything. And it's like, instead of blaming the partner, ask how you can support the partner. Like, help me understand what creates the distance in us not being able to like connect in this way. Because it's going to be something that's totally not that's not connected to the exact moment. Like you might say is you didn't do the dishes or you ain't take the trash out or
but something deeper than that.
You got a gambling issue. Like it's so many things that it could be like triggered by, but people don't have that real conversation to say, okay, you know, how can I be of better support to you so that we can mutually enjoy each other? They just say, oh, well, they not doing it. I'm gonna go find it somewhere else.
Elsewhere.
Yeah. And the DMs be popping. So it's like
it's easy to find it elsewhere.
Right, but it's not giving you the same gratification. It's just a band-aid to the situation.
It's just something to stick your stuff in.
It's not giving you the same gratification.
It's a band-aid.
I'm gonna go out and let give you the satisfaction.
I ain't say it's not giving you some, but it's not giving you the level of gratification that you would have got from your partner, somebody who you're emotionally connected to as a partner.
Right.
I don't necessarily agree because when we go out there and you I'm gonna let you know when you go out there and that new thing, cause like there's nothing better than new pussy. I'm just saying that's what the endorphins release differently for that new
pussy makes the world go round.
It does. That's why everybody out there going around because that new thing it's mentally you feel it's different, so it releases different endorphins. When you do something for the first time, usually it's better. It's just facts, right? You're doing something different. So when it's joint over there with the fat butt. It just feels different. It's the same, but it's different, which makes a difference. Like, oh, it's better. I'm not saying you're gonna keep it. I'm not saying you're gonna keep it. I'm just saying that you're gonna be thinking about that for a couple weeks. Like, this is good until it becomes normal. Like every other one, you get another one. I'm just saying.
Until
married. Ooh.
Girl, I don't really want you to be single forever. I think you're a very nice guy. However,
I won't be single.
You sound like some people that show up in the office as the long-term partner that is not supporting what is actually happening with their wife or their significant other.
That's not true. That's definitely not
true. It sounds like.
It does. Well, we're talking in generalities, right? We're saying that this happens. So some people don't understand that maybe she needs this or they need this. It's two-sided. Like, so I don't know if that was a motorcycle or what that was, but something was bugged.
In somebody else's background and not with your microphone?
That wasn't mine. It wasn't mine. I checked my levels. It's not me. Okay.
Your levels, right? Because you got a system set up, right?
Got the whole setup. Okay. The whole setup. But forget all that. I had a distortion. I used to think that love equated. So, like, if you had sex with the person, they really loved you, right? So I used to think that. So that was a problem at a point because say the girl didn't want to have sex one night, she had a headache, whatever. Oh, she don't love me anymore.
Yeah.
You know, we don't. Why don't you like me? You know what I mean? Why don't you like me anymore? I just got a headache. No, you're not. It's because it was so weird. Like I put the two and two together for a while. It just they had her like if I'm doing it, she loved me. Really, that means that made us closer, right? It made us closer. That's when I was overvaluing it. I overvalued it. I thought it meant more than it was.
Overvalued.
Overvalued the
But
pussy.
now the pussy has a price tag.
Right? Listen to him.
No, it does. Wait, time out. Listen, it does for value. Pussy has a big. That's why most men chase it because we think it's so valuable, right? So when we meet a woman, what do we meet you for? To get the pussy. That's we're not meeting you for you. We don't.
That's not what you meet. You meet.
Go ahead. Tell me why.
You meet Doc because she rocking out in them sexy behind stilettos, and you like, oh,
and it was about the what?
Got these stilettos.
Them high stilettos must mean that's some good pussy.
Not what?
You heard him.
I'm telling you. Yes, I'm telling you. Everything relates back to the cookie. Like there's no guy really trying to holler at you because you might be cute, but we want the cookie. That's
because you can rock out and walk evenly in a stiletto, then your cookie just all the way gonna be on point.
You could be in flats. Okay, I'm telling you. It's about the cookie at the end of the day. I've never got a girl's number because I'm like, oh, I just want to hang out with you. You're so cool. I want to get the cookie. Like, I don't know if that is rare occasions that you might meet a girl and it's about she's a great conversationalist or something. But usually, again, especially as we're younger, because we want to have sex with you. Let's be honest. Like, that's what it is. For the most part. Like, I'm just saying. So the cookie had a value. But the problem was we were taught that it to value the cookie. We were taught to get women to have sex with them. We were taught you were the object. You were objectified. We wanted this. That's the problem with men. That's why sometimes men have so many, because that's what we're taught. Because this cookie is the goal. This is this prize. That's why some men may do it once.
And to have as many cookies as you can.
Possible.
Listen, it's like or
especially if you a double tree, you better go get that warm cookie.
Listen, you get the warm cookie, cold cookie, the soggy cookie. You just want the cookie, okay? Cookie, come to Cookie Monster.
I just want to celebrate the warm cookie at the double tree. That's all.
There was a lot of that double tree at the Hyatt, at the Marriott, a lot of cookies. But I'm saying, so that's why I'm saying I think the cookie was valued because that's all we really wanted. It was what we were taught to do. Men are taught, from what I know, for the most part, we're taught to get the cookie. I mean, it's not like
that could be a distortion, right? I'm sorry.
It was. That's very distorted. Our view was very distorted of what a woman was and what she meant to us, and it wasn't about go find a relationship, find a woman to build with. It was find a woman to knock her draws down. Like that's what it was. And we would all go hang out. It was like, let's go get these bitches. Like, that's what it was. Every weekend, every day, it was like, let's go get them. And it wasn't go get them to hang out. Like, well, I mean, we got to hang out with you to get it. But it was like, what can we do to get it? How can we do it?
That's the means to the end.
Right. Like, damn, if we didn't have to hang out with them to get it, it would be perfect. But we got to hang out with them to get it. You know? like when we pitch y'all. Huh?
This comment on the screen is just for you.
Really funny.
Wait a minute, and don't act like you guys don't know why men are trying to talk to you. I mean, that's why we have these one-sided conversations. Like I'm saying something that's foreign. No man has ever, for the most part, tried to holler at you just because he thought you were so great. Like he wanted to get the draws first.
I get that all the time.
You get what?
Yeah,
you get what
that's called
get
games.
People hollering at me that don't want anything from me.
So you're a mind reader? Is you saying that? You're a mind reader? No,
No,
they
the
definitely want something
conversation
from you.
eventually comes up, and like as far as in us talking, but like, yeah, no, you.
No, yeah, that's what it came in. Wanted that. Now everybody has different modes, right? You can say no all you want. I know men, so maybe out of some of the men, some men are just want a woman, maybe they want their mind or something like that. I mean, there's unicorns out there. I've never seen one, but I'm saying for the most part,
I could be a unicorn.
You could be, and I said so. You are unicorns at one point. I think there's men that probably want to talk to you just to talk to you, but for the most part, he's trying to get her off. Like that's what is going on.
I mean, people, I guess, will try to talk, but I would just be upfront at the beginning. Ain't shit going down, so just leave me alone.
Yeah, women say that all the time. You get draws. Hey, women say all that nonsense. Like, yeah, we ain't gonna do that. We gonna be friends. I can't believe we doing this. But we just gonna be friends.
I actually meant it. I'm sorry.
So, hey, Diana, one of my fellow
Hi,
sexologists. Yes, hey, how are you?
Mm-hmm.
I would think that it would go along with sex. The avenue to connect would be there, even if it was just for the moment. Otherwise, zero emotional outlet or touch other than anger.
What is she responding to? I'm sorry.
You said what?
What is she responding to?
She's just sharing her thought.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. I'll make sure I didn't miss anything.
I think she's just sharing her thought.
Okay.
And then I actually added the fact that she's, from my sexologist crew.
Nice.
She's like, hey, y'all.
Hey, Diana.
Hey, girl.
So let me ask you guys this: is kissing a sexual act?
Oh, that's too personal. You don't kiss people you have sex with. Oh, sorry.
It's so weird. Yeah. No, really. I know people who let you stick your dick in them and won't let you kiss them because that's real personal. And I'm like, whoa, okay, cool, long.com, but it's weird. Like you can hold dick, but you won't kiss. Okay, all right. So it's different. I think it's I don't know.
What does the sexologist say?
Yeah.
There you go.
I didn't even hear what he said because I was typing something. What happened?
I said, is kissing a sexual act?
It could be an intimate act, and it could be leading into stuff, but is it actual sexual act?
Mm-hmm.
I agree with the intimate.
Some people can get off on it.
Intimate, huh?
Some people can really get off on it. Like I said, I have
absolutely.
girls who, like, if you're kissing, that means they're really going
into you.
Flow, like that's the thing. Well, I don't know.
The lips was so soft and the tongue was all this, and like they begin to like create this whole scenario.
Right. Like it's more powerful.
And there are a lot,
it's more powerful than his dick almost. Like that kissing is another whole level.
That
like
is.
You reach a level going to if you can touch my lips, like that's I'm like, oh shit, it's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really need that level per se.
Yes, you can have it. And you can have it.
I just think that the kissing is very personal, and it creates another intimacy, like that connection. That's just a lot.
And some people don't kiss because they don't want it to go to that extra level connection.
Right.
I guess it's somebody than to kiss them.
And that gets confusing sometimes. I'm like, I gotta start kissing. They have sex, but then I'm missing part. I'm like, how do I start? What do I do? How are we gonna do this?
Come here, girl. Get some of this joint over here.
Hey, let me knock your drawers off. Shut up.
They don't fit.
And she like, all right, you can do that, but don't kiss me.
Right.
Yeah.
What?
Right.
It sounds weird. Yeah.
Yeah, it definitely is. It definitely is.
But I think again, it's to each his own. Like, it has different stages to it. So some people just want the kiss on the cheek. Some people want the full tongue interaction, and then they'll be like, "Oh, it's magical. You can get it."
I mean, I've heard women say they base whether or not they're gonna have sex with somebody on how they kiss.
Very true. Very true.
Okay.
Very true.
Like if you could make me hot from your kiss, then it's on.
It's on and popping. Word.
Mhm.
On and popping. Because I might have been still second guessing if you was gonna get, anything, but this was the thing.
Right.
I see that.
Very interesting.
You said very interesting.
Very interesting.
So we've
Why
covered,
we shouldn't even be giving Daryl no more tools to put in his toolbox.
right?
Hey, listen, I got the complete toolbox already. Okay, I'm ready to go.
You said you don't like using tools and funds.
No. I thought she was talking about tools as far as kissing, things like that. I don't know.
Yes,
about
that's
no
what I'm talking
toys.
about.
Yeah, I'm talking about what she's talking about. You're talking about a whole other box I don't know about. I don't know about your box.
But why don't you know about it? What's the
Because
problem?
nobody brought it up. I told you, women be telling us you be hiding stuff. Just
Depends on how many boxes of trinkets that you have.
Yes, when I come over, just pull it out and let's talk about it so I can get familiar with these things.
Talk about it.
So Diana's asking, what's the definition of sex for us? That's a loaded question.
All right, sexologist.
No, y'all not putting that on me. She asking y'all.
Sexologist.
I'm pretty sure
Go
you're
ahead.
part of. You're part
You
of.
are
You're
part of
of
this
y'all.
panel.
Yeah, you're part
I
of
am,
y'all.
but she asking y'all.
Ain't no but.
There's no but there.
What's the definition?
no
It's
but,
a butt. It's a
y'all.
butt in sex. It's a butt in sex. It's a BUTT in sex.
So, what's our definition of sex? Definition?
That's hard.
I don't think I've ever. That's an interesting question. I don't think I've ever thought about it. Like, what's the definition of sex? That's an interesting question. It's very interesting. Tune in next week and we'll have an answer for you.
And it's the Encyclopedia Britannica says, human sexuality is any activity solitary between two persons or in a group that induces sexual arousal.
Oh, okay.
It's a solitary
solitary between two persons or in a group
of people. Okay.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
That's right. There you go.
You just want to get along, gang.
That's not it, Mary.
Daryl, you want to get along, gang.
I'm not. That said everything. It said by yourself, with people,
or in a group.
So
by yourself, with one other person, or with the group.
Right.
But what is the actual by yourself action that you're doing that says that you are engaging in sex? Individual, with two people, or in a group.
Right. So individually, so now you want to know what two acts are?
Is self-masturbation, right? That's the individual.
Self-pleasure.
But it doesn't have masturbation. It could be just imagination, right? You could just imagine, right? So if you're having that intimate thought where you're sitting there, boom.
Yeah. It's still self-stimulation.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So it's self-stimulation with the intention of causing sexual arousal and generally orgasm.
Wait, so you have to climax for it to be sex? That's weird because you don't have to.
It says with the intention. With the intention
of orgasm, right?
Yep. And it's all right. Wait a minute. Here's a qualifier. Most masturbation is done in private as an end in itself, but is sometimes practiced to facilitate a socio-sexual relationship.
Okay.
What does that mean?
Well, masturbation is not always done by yourself, though.
Right.
So it's not always an individual.
It may be for someone else's pleasure, like someone who wants to watch
you masturbate,
or as a appetizer, as y'all refer to it.
Yeah.
Right. Hey, girl, go warm the car up.
Oh, good.
Warm the car up.
I want you to help me come warm the car up, and we're gonna go through this bag of tricks.
Sometimes you got the auto start. Hey, start up. I'll be in there.
Just wait for me.
Or you could be in the mall or at dinner, and one person have the remote control and the other person have the gift on to start it at the dinner.
But it doesn't even have to. It could be just whispering in the ear, like, "Hey, girl, when you get home, I'm gonna eat your butt." No, that right there can.
He said it.
You don't need no button. You can hit that ear, like, and that could have it. You racing to get home. You know what I mean? Get your butt ready. Get your butt ready, girl.
Oh, very true. What's another definition of sex?
We gave the definition. Want to give it again?
The first thing that came in my mind is like just everything, like the whole enchilada. That's the first thing.
You don't want to hear truth, Ruth. You don't want to hear truth, Ruth.
Have you
can't handle the truth?
Have you define it?
You said however we define it.
Because it looks different for
but that could be very a unique experience for every individual.
Yeah.
And that's the reason I say individual, partner, or as a group.
And kind of like you said earlier too, definitely I think it can be different culturally, ethnically. That's a big word, ethnic. My tongue too big, can't say it.
Ethnicity. Now your tongue too big too, along with your big mic.
Right. So it could be. It looks very different. Different, different groups and things. It definitely is very. It could be very different. Like you said, depending on how you're raised and what you think and yada yada yada.
So I wonder and I hope I say her name right, Larice. When you said making yourself climax, is that your definition of sex? And are you saying that every time you have sex, you have to climax? Because all sexual encounters, I don't know, don't have to.
So what about petting, grinding, hugging, kissing, caressing, that kind of stuff? So does it become sex when the intention is to cause arousal for sex?
What other grinding? You want to?
You said what we grinding?
I mean, not that. What other reason would there be to be grinding other than unless you're trying to start a fire?
Okay, Larice.
Hey, let's rub together. Let's rub together and warm. I don't know why we're grinding outside of
Well, what if you're doing it just for the sake of expressing your affection or as a source of pleasure, but not, hey, wait a minute. Is this the same thing we were talking about with the oral sex? Not to facilitate sexual intercourse, but just to give the other person pleasure.
Okay.
I don't know if I'm grinding. I don't know.
Why you start stuttering every time?
Because I'm grinding if we're grinding on each other, but I'm saying I'm grinding for your benefit. I'm not trying to come or get any arousal. I'm trying to burn my penis up while I grind in your jeans. I'm confused.
But that's arousal, the fact that you waking up in your jeans.
Because you're grinding. What are we grinding for? That's what I don't understand what the point of grinding is. Right, if you're grinding and it's sexual thought in your mind, grinding to
you saying you're grinding?
Grinding. I don't know. This is Pharrell. I don't know what is grinding for with no purpose. Or you're grinding for the purpose of her to be satisfied. I don't get it.
I'm drinking my tea.
You need more juice, Mary. Okay?
There you said. Is people going to be grinding?
So
I need some real juice messing around with you.
So something needs to happen. That's what you're saying.
No, I'm saying I just think I would think like kiss, like grinding and kissing, kind of that to me is like you're trying to heat everything up.
Okay.
Well, that's when it's called. See, I'm looking at this definition, and it does make a distinction.
Okay.
Because it's saying that kind of stuff like petting. Hugging, kissing, caressing, grinding, all that stuff can be done for its own sake as an expression of affection and a source of pleasure. But when it's supposed to lead to coitus, then it's called foreplay.
I'm just saying, I know I hugged a girl before, I kissed her on the cheek. I never grind on a girl and say, hey, how you doing? Come here. Hey, how was your day? I see grinding being one way to me. I don't see it being this will see the opposite. You know, that it's just one way. Like grinding is the new hug. Go grind on somebody at work.
Oh
See what
my
happens.
God.
Go try it.
Right.
Go try. Go. Hey girl, I ain't seen you in such a long time. Come here. See what happens.
So you said you never hugged somebody and you had to pull them in nice and close just to feel all their body.
On them.
I ain't say grind, but you had to feel all their body.
Again, a nice strong hug is different than me grinding on you. Like if you start grinding, it changed the whole. Wait a minute, you just raped me. That's what are you doing?
Are you calling for rape though?
If you grind on me, yes. Unless you Bobby Patino, grind on me. No, you grind on me is a problem. Okay.
That's on their girl. So Doctor, you saying grinding can be done just for the sake of being done, just for the sake of grinding to grind?
Yeah, I don't think you can.
We said that in the green room and preparing for this conversation. We talked about grinding and fingering and all different types of situations like that. So like, I don't, Daryl wasn't there, but like,
Again, I don't see grinding not being, so Thursday.
So, right. There's people who don't want penetration. Right.
Yes. That's not the goal. Yes.
The goal is just to grind all night. Come on,
it's not even just a grind. Like you getting stuck at that one layer. It could be other things that's added into the grind.
So you grind,
but it's just not penetration.
Just to do it. No, we're not. I'm not talking about. No, what they said was there's two sexual. It could be grinding, it could be a sexual act, or it could be hug. You just do it to do it, like with no. My thing is I don't know why you're grinding if it's not connected to sex, right? That's my thing.
Because some people get gratified from different things.
Just by
grinding. If there's gratification, then that led to sex, right? That's what they said, correct? It was a gratification, and I'm wrong. I didn't understood.
That's if it led to sex, then it would be considered foreplay.
Yes, then it would be considered foreplay. Right. If sex,
right?
Yeah,
but it don't have to be foreplay for that exact same transaction,
right?
That is going to be sex. Is for that moment, and then when I see you in a couple of days, like we can, we can.
So I'm gonna grind on you today in the hopes to get a hamburger on Tuesday. I'll gladly grind on you today.
A $2 Tuesday.
To get a hamburger on Tuesday.
Well, I know. Okay, so I understand fingering.
So hey, listen. Wait, to feel close to a person. Hey girl, I just want to feel close to you. Let me grab my balls on you. What?
Okay. So for
you're not gonna say it like that.
So
you intellectualizing the whole thing and making it like something else. Like don't intellectualize how your balls is gonna be sensualized.
So Doc.
Hey, how you doing?
Doc. So if somebody's getting fingered,
Daryl,
right?
you PG rated.
Doc. If somebody's getting
fingered, you just said grinding doesn't mean sex. Wait. I was doing it, not the non-sexual one. That was a non-sexual one.
Okay, Doc.
So the purpose in a lot of situations is to learn how to interact with another person sexually. So these are like preliminaries. Like that, heading phase.
You're doing a literal dry run. You're doing a literal dry run.
That's why I call dry sex. That's why I call dry sex.
Oh my God.
That's why I call dry sex.
Hey, let's just try this out real fast. I'm just gonna rub your jeans. I'm gonna hole in your jeans real fast. See this like.
He does need to stop.
Oh my gosh.
Do you not see like that the grinding and the rubbing your balls, however you say it, that it's going to lead to other intimate levels that you would have with that person?
Well, I understand that. That's what I said. It's going to that direction, but it said that it could be like a hug, like a kiss on the cheek. That's my thing. I can't see it not leading to sex or leading to some type of sexual intimacy type thing. I can't see it being like a hug or a kiss on the cheek. That's my I can't see it. That's why I'm
now
so
is that a distorted view, guys?
Right, that's the story, bro. Grinding is not sexual. Okay.
Grinding.
Okay. Okay. It's not grinding is
okay, never mind.
Yeah. Grinding is not sexual. I get it. I don't.
So Doc, are you saying, for example, if somebody's getting fingered, that's penetration, but if somebody's fingering you to make you come, then it's just foreplay then?
That's foreplay.
Okay.
And so there is pleasure.
Okay, so
if they're if they're fingering you with the intention of having genital to genital penetration, then it's foreplay. So if they're pleasuring you to make you come, it can lead petting can lead to orgasm, but it can be a substitute for
actually having sex.
Yes, for actually having sex.
Right. If your mentality is like you're just giving it to her, like I'm digitally stimulating her to make her climax. That's God bless you. That's
thank you.
Which one is that?
That's petting. It's not actually foreplay. The purpose defines what it is. I'm detecting that no matter what it is that you're doing, as far as touching somebody, in Daryl's mind, that's foreplay.
Right.
No. Wait. No, not at all. I just said grinding to me got foreplay. I just can't see it being like, I don't know. But if you're just digitally stimulating the girl, like her, you just want to make her happy, and you're mentally, I'm not trying to do this to get penetration. I'm just doing this for her. Mm-hmm. I get that.
Yes.
I understand that.
Yes.
I just don't understand grinding on her. I'm never going to understand that part.
That's a good point.
So the comment says that there is pleasure in touch. Orgasm does not complete an act of sex, nor is it the end goal for every physical encounter.
Yes, very true.
Right. Yeah,
very true.
That's true.
Like who don't like blue balls?
You know what?
I mean, I get it. Let me grind to my balls swell up.
You understand what is happening. Like, I need to talk to somebody to understand.
Don't walk around with blue balls, Daryl.
Oh, God.
Oh, gosh.
The plant is, I got to console the plant. Isn't it beautiful? But there is different pleasure in simple touch. And it might not have the names that even what we, talked about with fingering or masturbation or anything like that. Like there's other methods of pleasurable touch that can support just the intimacy level or the connection, the pleasure level.
You're right.
Like somebody takes like a little feather and rubs it on your body.
Yeah, I thought you was going to say something else. I was getting ready. Yes.
No.
Feather is nice.
I understand.
I thought you was going to say rub your dick on somebody's back.
Oh, damn.
That I come. Wipe that off. That's yours.
So feather or okay.
Look at the artwork.
I mean, it could be a feather. It could be any.
Yeah, I mean, like a
Do any of you watch the show Big Mouth, or have you ever watched it?
I've not.
No. It's hilarious. It's I think it's Netflix.
Ruth, they taking me there.
It might be on the Amazon thing, but it's a animated show about young people who are coming into puberty, and they have like they each all have hormone monsters. Like there's a anxiety mosquito. So it's showing you like all the things that's happening with these kids as they're coming into adulthood. Mm-hmm. And one of the episodes, which is hilarious if you don't watch any of the other ones, is about blue balls, where the boy is asking the girl to give him a hand job and she can't do it. So his balls are blue and they're like in a blue ball emergency ward. It's hilarious.
And check it out.
Yes, the show is called Big Mouth. It's hilarious.
And the episode is called Blue Balls.
I think it's called Blue Balls.
Okay.
But it just showed, when I saw that episode, it just showed me how this stuff didn't come out of nowhere. It's just perpetuated, from I don't know how many generations back, that they were told that if they don't let their man have sex with them, they're going to have blue balls.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that happens. I think. That happened to me once. I'm just telling you. I was about to have sex. Couldn't have sex. Had to take it home. My nuts was hurting the whole ride home. So I thought that was blue balls. Them shit hurt like hell. It felt like somebody kicked me in my nuts. I'm telling you. So I only had once. So I thought that's what it was. I never really looked it up. I don't know about it, but I remember it happened. We were about to do it. I had to take my man home. It comes like, oh damn, nigga, in the middle of the shit. Go take him home, and on the ride home, it felt like my nuts hurt bad. Wow. Really bad. Horrible.
Okay.
So are we saying blue balls is not a real thing?
I'm not a man. I have no idea. I've never looked it up.
Blue
so
balls,
I don't.
Yeah, I'm gonna look it up. I know that happened to me once. Only happened one time that I remember that had that feeling, but I remember
that you remember.
That. Yeah, because I remember we were about to have sex. I had to leave him home, and it was terrible. But you survived. Barely. Ruth almost died. I was on the brink of death.
That's a real thing.
And she had to suck it to bring me back. She had to give me mouth.
Well, I wouldn't say blue balls. I do believe people can be backed up. I do believe that though.
Okay.
And that creates a really bad. It can create a bad situation.
Okay.
Yeah, like it only happened once, and I never really investigated it, but I thought it was that. That's what I attributed it to. So, but I'm gonna look that up today because I never really, really check to see if that really was a thing or not.
Right? Is that really a thing? Because it's talked about.
Right.
I think it is.
There we go. There you go. Thank Ruth's husband. Ding, ding, ding. Look, we got two. It happens.
I just think,
the thing.
Wait, who said?
Neil.
Ruth said her husband.
Her husband.
Okay. All right.
Because if you backed up for so long, you got to release. Yeah. But that can create situations.
That can definitely create situations. I mean, depending on your
thought
process.
Blow your head off. Quick draw McGraw. Yeah.
Google says it's a real thing.
I think it is.
It happened. I'm telling you, it happened. It hurt.
It's called epididymal hypertension. It refers to aching or painful testicles.
Yeah,
some people may experience this symptom after sexual arousal that does not result in orgasm.
Boom! That's what happened.
So you're gonna default to that all the time now, aren't you?
Right? Yes, you're right.
You just gave him the tools.
Hey, wait! This is for all the girls that Daryl tells he has this. A person does not need a partner to relieve blue balls through sex. They can get rid of the symptoms by ejaculating through masturbation.
No. I'm gonna need one of them holes. One of them holes got to be offered up.
You know that there is a resource or a tool or a toy that resembles a hole, and it feels just like the inside of a vagina that you could lubricate it, and it will give you the same.
I'm gonna let you know, it doesn't feel like it feel like vagina because mentally I know what that is. I'm good. I need a body attached to it, and I move and breathe and have a heartbeat.
You need the full dial.
No, not a dial.
Well, yeah, just get you the full dial.
I need it to move and a heartbeat. I need it to be. It can't be.
Well, the dog
mentally.
You're moving.
Mentally, that's weird. Like mentally, it wouldn't do for me. Like a doll, I would feel. For me, I would feel weird.
So that's why I'm telling you that there is an adult toy that you can actually use.
There is an adult toy.
Yeah, it's called a woman. It's called a woman. That's the adult toy that I would use.
No, because then you might manipulate her emotions and she be feeling some type of way, and then now she's in a trauma mode because she didn't came through your driveway.
Hey, I can't worry about everything. Okay, I can't worry about everything. One problem at a time. We'll get rid of these blue balls, and then we'll work on your trauma.
But I also think women get backed up too.
Hey, Google it.
It should be a release every 3 days.
Yes, because of the tension and the attitude. Yeah.
Do your ovaries hurt?
It should be a release every 3 days.
I'm just wondering, like, what happens? Like, oh, my ovaries are hurting. Like, what happens if you don't release every 3 days?
I feel like you can feel it. You can feel it that it needs to happen.
Gotcha. And you can play guitar. You can play the guitar and take care of it, right? There you go. Charming. We'll stop saying no.
Who are you talking to? You talking to
Ruth.
Ruth. Stop saying no.
Camp was about to give you the business. She like, who you think you talking to? That had that black woman tone to it.
I don't know what Camp do. I just tell him, well, who do you tell no to? Obviously, it hit a key.
I don't say no.
It hit a case.
Oh, and you shouldn't. Good girl. That's good. You shouldn't say no.
It ain't about me being a good girl. Why would I mess up my satisfaction? That's, to me, that's different. I don't.
Whatever your rationalization is, a girl. Don't say no.
What's the word you making up tonight? Ethnicity, rationalization.
He got a lot of words.
Hey, listen. This is big tongue. Big tongue in the way.
I can't tonight.
You said you can't tonight.
It's the big tongue, the big mic. What else?
The mic fell on the floor though in the beginning.
Oh, it did.
Yes.
I ain't see that.
It said, bam.
I wasn't here for that.
No, you wasn't. That's why I told you had just missed it.
Yeah, I was finishing up my dinner.
I understand. Ain't no judgment. Big tongue got twisted tonight.
It definitely twist all up.
Please stop.
I already got the request to pull you out the conversation.
Already.
So,
yes.
Do we have any closing thoughts on the distorted perceptions of sex? We've covered a lot.
We did.
Thanks to the comments, thanks to the feedback. We went on Google and looked up some words.
Thanks to the dry sex demonstration.
The dry sex demonstration.
It wasn't. No, it was. It was
grinding,
just a regular. It was a
regular
regular grinding. Yeah, it was good grinding, not the sexual grinding, the regular grinding.
And we really don't want Daryl to be single forever. Like, we really want him to get a different mindset and become open to the things that, he remains blocked after how many months on relationship flow.
Please, listen, stop.
Why you want me to stop? I'm supposed to help you, not just do your business.
He just climb on top of me and do his business.
Then do his business.
Yes, tell a purpose.
It's not true. It's not true. It's not true. If you have any questions, inbox me.
Not you requesting the
right? Oh my goodness!
I said if anybody has any questions.
What's that word called? You tricking? You got your cash app?
If you inbox, he wants to grind.
I want to inform the masses on things. I'm here for any questions.
He wants to grind.
I don't want to grind. I'm not grinding.
I am not condoning this DM message shenanigan thing going on.
I'm here to help. I'm here to help.
Anybody got closing thoughts? Just I'm here to help.
My cash app is.
You see what Ruth said about you?
Yeah, there it is. Well, you can learn more about that. And my cash app is.
It's been a great conversation tonight. Like, we got some laughter, real talk happening.
Right.
Definitely glad for those who came through on the live. Definitely be thankful for those who watch on the replay. And catch us every Friday night. If you have a topic that you want us to discuss, feel free to let any of us know on this screen, and we will rock it out for you. You may even be a welcome guest to the conversation as well, because we always love a cheerful giver. Right, Daryl?
All guests are welcome, but our Cash App is.
Ruth says she loved all of us in spite of someone. Hugs and kisses.
Yeah. Love you too, Neil.
The hate is real. The hate is real.
The hate is real. Oh, goodness. All right. So until next Friday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, let's give you the camp wave. We thank you for joining us. We see you then. And stay safe and stay well. Take care.